Hi everyone. Sorry about not making a podcast in the past month. I've been slacking, but back at it
Okay, I'm good.
today. All right, keep interrupting me. It's fine.
Okay.
Today I'm here with Breanne. Breanne, tell me a little about yourself. Shut the fuck up. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right. Hi everyone. My name is Breanne Capisi, and I'm 17 years old. My birthday's in May. Can you restart this? Sorry.
No, I'm not restarting it.
All right, fine. This is my first podcast ever, so please bear with me. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'm excited.
Okay, first topic of today is double standards. This was your idea, so
yeah, this is my idea.
Explain to me what double standards is.
All right, so double standards is when. Okay, so I'll give an example first. There's a girl, she's working in an office, and this really attractive guy comes over to her, and he says, "Ooh, you're looking good, Stacy," and she's like, "Oh, thanks." Okay, the next day, this fat, ugly motherfucker comes and says, "Oh, hey, Stacy, you're looking real good today," and she's like, "Oh, okay." That's double standards. Or another example would be men getting praised on a high body count versus a woman getting shamed for high body count.
You know what? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good example actually, because I have noticed like in like society, like men tend to be more like not like excused, but if this is about a lot of like different things, but one thing in particular is that men usually like get praised for like being like a fuck boy or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then girls, when they're like sluts, everybody shames them, like but that's not the only thing, like I feel like there's a lot more like things you can like talk about, like another double standard, like how girls can't usually girls are scared to like walk in the dark by themselves, right? Like usually guys don't really have to like be scared of that, like that's something I realized, because like a lot of my like female friends, they always say like, oh, like I can't go out at this time by myself because like I feel scared.
Honestly, like I've never felt that way. Like I feel like whenever like I hear girls say like, oh, I'm scared to go out, like I've always like my mom tells me like, oh, like careful, like you're a girl, you can't go out that late. And I'm just like no, like I'm completely fine. Like you're just following what society's saying about women.
But I need to add to that. So the reason why your mom says that is because you like I'm not even trying to sound sexist, but like the men are usually the stronger of the two genders, like
all right,
it's like usually like when you get ambushed by a man and you're a girl, you're not really like gonna like beat him, like usually, like because usually girls aren't that strong
unless you know defense.
Yeah, unless you know defense, of course. But
okay, I'm gonna hop on the double standard. Okay, so I think that if you have a double standard, you should get your mind fixed, because you're basically allowing first of all your thinking is gonna just be like fucked up, because you're thinking one way for one person, but you're not creating equality for like thinking for everyone. Like what I said, like the girl at the office, like you should allow like I guess like an ugly person to like compliment you or like flirt with you. Like I don't want to sound fucked up, but like an ugly person to flirt with you, because like they're literally a human being too. Like let them have their little like fun time or whatever. Like talking. I don't know.
That's so fucked up. It's like yeah, you can talk to me, but you're ugly. But so like I'm not really give you a chance. And then something else I want to add to that is that I say a lot that you have to play with the cards you're dealt, and like looks is definitely one of them. Like if you're born ugly, like there's a few things you can do to like improve how you look, like how you dress, like if you work out or not. But like other than that, like
I feel like this is a harsh society. Like a lot of people are like very focused, like superficial, and will only listen to you if you have like the looks or whatever. Or like it's so sad.
But if people don't listen to you because of how you look, that's superficial.
Yeah. like they'll think, oh, like they'll judge you on how you look, and then that's it. They'll like create a whole like personality for you in their head of like what you're like, even though
they haven't talked to you yet.
Yeah, like it's literally like, this is just my shell. Like, you do not know me. Like, this is just my like body, like whatever you want to call it. Like, it's so much deeper. Like, this is so surface level.
You don't know what's up here.
Yeah, there's literally so much shit going on up here. It's fucking crazy. Like, you gotta realize that people are so much more than this.
Agree with that. Definitely agree with that. Like, the amount of times I've judged someone based on like how they dress with how they look is like ridiculous. And like,
yeah, I'm guilty for that too.
I'm trying to be like more conscious of it, you know, like in the past, like I'll admit like I weren't like I didn't become friends with some people because of like how they like looked, and how, like if everybody like else made fun of them, I wouldn't want to be friends with them, you know, like that's just like this is how like society works. And like I don't know, it's fucked up to think about, like, but then again, like I'm like a part of the problem, like I like now I'm trying to be more conscious of it.
Yeah, you gotta be aware of it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like fix it at least, you know.
Like even like what you said, like yeah, like that to me one time. Like, you could be aware of something, but you can just completely ignore it. Like, you gotta act on it. Like, you gotta work on it. Like, if you're aware of it, now do something about it. Yeah. Change your mindset then.
You can't just be like aware that you're doing it. Like you can be aware that like, oh, like I'm a serial killer, I'm killing people, and then you can like not change. I feel like that was a bad example, but like
well, no, it makes sense.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this? What is power trips?
Oh, power trips. I don't really like want to speak on it too much, but it's basically just like when you're in a relationship with someone and you constantly want to dominate them, like just like
not in bed.
Think that you're higher than them constantly, and like it's always like it's never you could just communicate with them properly. It's always just like one upping them, like, oh, I'm constantly better than you. Like, you can never just fully listen to them and understand them. It's always like you always have in the back of your head like, I want to be better than you. I think I'm better than you. I can't level with you.
I do think that most relationships are like push and pull, you know, like one person is like pursuing like the other person, and then the other person feels like, oh, like he's pursuing me, like I'm gonna back off and then like keep him chasing.
Oh
and
my
then,
god, can we speak about this?
Right,
it's really so bad. Yeah, like oh my god, like it's so sad because like we feel like, oh, like I'm like someone who's like always trying to match energy. Like if you're trying to talk to me, obviously I'm gonna talk to you back. But if you're like showing me like I'm obviously gonna be back. Like even if you I guess like me or whatever, and you like don't want to show, and like you're afraid to show it, like I'm not gonna show it. Like I'm not gonna pursue you because you're obviously not showing interest in me. Like I'm just like completely not for that. And, like I'm not gonna go out of my way to chase you. Can you relate? I think it might be different for boys and girls.
No, it's 100% different. Like, I don't think all double standards are bad. I think it's just like how it's like meant to be. You know, like usually, like I've talked about this with a lot of my guy friends that as a man you need to prove yourself to society. You know, like you need to like be fit. You need to make a lot of money. You need to have a nice car, have a big house to like be considered like successful. And then like
what even is success though? Like,
success, I like honestly I have no idea what the definition
what's your kind of success?
My success is just being happy, honestly. Like if I'm happy like with whatever I got, like that's being successful to me. That doesn't have to do with like having like having all the nicest cars, nicest clothes, nicest like house. Like honestly I would give all that up just to like be happy in my life.
Like you could have endless material things. Like if you focus on materialism as money, like on your success, you're never gonna be happy because it's literally unlimited. Like, and you need to find it in yourself, and then everything else will just come, and you'll be happy with whatever comes because you're already content with yourself.
Do you think that money, like it could lead you to being happy because it could provide like experiences for you, like people that you're around, but I don't think material goods will ever like make me happy, you know, like because like, I'm guilty of this all the time. That I say like, oh, if I buy this piece of clothing, I'm gonna be happy, and I buy it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy for a day or two, and then I'll be like okay, like I got it, and now what? You know, like it's like oh, I have what I want, and then what the fuck am I supposed to do with myself now? Like that's the same thing with me. Like when I got a car, like I was like,
yeah, that was me when I got my car. I was like, I have it now, because I was like waiting for it. I felt like once I had my car, like I'll be like, oh, like I'll be happy now.
all the time. I feel like I'll be
different.
happy all the time, and then it's just not true. Like it doesn't matter. Usually, material goods will never make someone like happy, like constantly. Like I'll admit, I love my car to the max. Like I love it so much. Like, but
Wait, your what?
my car.
Oh, your car. Okay.
Retard.
I thought you said cards. I was like,
Cards, yeah, my Yo-Yo cards. No, but having like a car definitely makes me happy because I have more freedom and I can experience more things because I can like basically go anywhere anytime, you know, like. But I don't think it's gonna make me happy all the time, you know. Like I think what truly makes me happy is having like a good family and a few good friends, you know.
real communications, real relationships, real vibes. That's happiness.
What does your ideal life look like?
I already know my ideal life. I was literally dreaming about my ideal life today. All right, I'll go first. Okay, so like basically, my ideal life is I guess like I'm gonna say like if I'm like when I'm 25, I want to be like I want to
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. Sorry. Because like there's just so much things that I want, like, and it's so like it's like hard to like pick like what I want to be, like, because there's so much things that I want that I like love doing like for myself, and it's so hard to just pick one. Like I just hate having to.
No,
pick
you don't
one.
have to pick one. You're describing your ideal life. Like,
okay. All right. Yeah. So then you go first. Sorry.
My ideal life is. I say this now, and I'm probably gonna change my mind like later in life because I'm gonna realize that it's not that it's not realistic, but it's more like it's like what I want right now. Like I want a beautiful wife, I want 2 kids, I want Doge, I want a cat, I want a nice car, I want a nice house, I want like I say all this like as in like I want now, not like later on. You know, like it's like. That's what I've wanted my entire life, but I don't know if that's truly like what I actually want. Like I feel like I'm not saying that like not having a family is a good thing, but like I don't know particularly like even if I do want to get married or not, like it's like it's all like a dream in my head basically. Like it's like what I want kind of.
That's a nice life. That's good. All right, I'll say what I like. I'll say what I want. I want I just really just want peace, like peace with myself, peace with my surroundings. Like I just picture myself in like this nice, calm area.
Detroit.
Oh fuck no! Like I'm talking about like a nice, big, open area with like a lot of nature and with people. Like if I'm with people, they gotta be with people I love. Like maybe like my children or
Sounds
like a lover.
Sounds like you want to be Amish.
Fuck you. No, I don't. I want to be, and I honestly like want to be like in Costa Rica, like let's say like you know like all like by water, like as long as I'm like in like living like I wake up and I could just step outside in like nature and just fucking like be happy. I'm fine. But I'm like also like secure, I guess.
Secure
financially.
What do you plan on doing exactly?
I don't want to share my goals with people. I don't like doing that.
Okay.
Do you? Like, because I feel like whenever I share a goal, like, people always have their opinions, and then it gets, like, their opinions almost, like, affect my goals.
I feel like that's a you problem, Graham.
Okay,
I feel
fine.
like if you let someone else's opinions affect what you want to do in the future, that's a you problem.
Fine. I'll say what I want to be. I like, right now, I want to be a massage therapist. And I want to get my own massage, like I want to have my own like business, but I want it to be like in this really nice area, like I guess Costa Rica, like, and have like the tables like outside where the people can like.
What if it rains?
Okay, obviously if it rains, you could I could just bring it inside. But
I didn't think about
that. So they can feel real at peace.
Real at peace, in nature. Okay. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Would you want to know when or how you die?
No.
Or you just don't want to know at all?
I don't want to know.
Why?
Because then I'm always going to be thinking about it. Let's say if it's a car crash, I'm never going to want to drive again. Because each time I'm going to think, oh, fuck, I'm going to die. I might die.
I've always had the thought that I wanted to know when I would die to plan out everything I want to do before I die. But now I'm kind of second guessing that because life isn't I feel like you shouldn't be able to know when or how you die. That kind of defeats the purpose of life. You're living life if you're living life to your fullest, you don't want to know when or how you die.
I just live it without that thought.
Yeah, just live life with the thought that you're not gonna die, but don't do stupid things. Don't do stupid things just because you think that. Obviously be logical sometimes. Your friends are jumping off, I don't know, fucking Empire State Building with no parachute. Don't be oh, I'm not gonna die. No, be logical. Make good decisions, but don't think about death too much. No one really knows what happens after you
die. People are just so fucking fearful. It honestly just pisses me off.
Fearful about what?
Literally just about life. Even with honestly even with this COVID shit, people are so goddamn fearful. No, I'm not even gonna speak on this.
There we go.
People are so fearful of of communicating with people. Since when did we not have that face to face communication anymore? Just because of that fear of oh my god, I might get sick. Yeah, you might get sick. You might also fucking die today, over literally anything and anything else. There's so much possibilities, and there's so much possibilities that you cannot be thinking of fearful. You might as well just live your fucking life, because if you live your life with fear every day, you're not living. You're just straight up not living.
Honestly, you can literally wake up in the morning, slip on your foot, and fucking break your neck and die.
There's a possibility for literally everything.
Yeah.
And it's a choice. What possibility do you want to focus on? Or
none
at all?
I don't want to focus on how I die at all. I know usually I make some pretty good decisions. So I'm and plus I'm not even gonna say it because I'm not gonna ruin my own luck. So
what?
I'm gonna say I have good luck. No.
Okay. Is this even wood?
No, it's...
This is fucking plastic.
Go fuck yourself. It's not plastic.
What is this?
Fuck would you just grab?
I think that was wood.
Okay, this is wood too, you fucking idiot. Okay, yeah, it's wood too. Ow.
Sorry.
Sharp ass nails.
Yeah.
Something I should stop. Go away. I'm trying to flex your nails.
Of course I am. I paid $70 for these.
That is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Okay. Next topic. Men, oftentimes, most of the time, most men tend to use logic when they're in an argument or to make a decision or anything in between. Usually men think with more logic, and I think women think with more of how they feel. The amount of times I've heard my mom tell me that, oh, I feel like you're not trying in school, and I show her that, oh, mom, look, I'm going to extra help. I'm doing all my homework, but I'm still doing bad on tests. But mom's like, oh, but I still feel like you're not trying.
And it's always I feel.
It's my mom. My mom is never oh, this is how it actually is. Instead of no, no. My mom's always oh, this is how I feel, emotionally, that, but, this is not based on any facts, any logic whatsoever. This is just, how I feel. My mom, one time I got into an argument with my mom, and I closed the door, behind me, and she was like, oh, why the fuck did you slam the door? I'm like, I didn't slam the door, I just closed it. Mom was like, oh, well, I feel like you slammed the door. I'm like, but that's not what actually happened. I'm providing, I'm giving her, my side of the story, which is I'm using logic to explain to her that I didn't slam the door. And she's like, oh, I feel like you did. I'm like, okay, like I don't know what you want me to do. That's honestly
how it is. Like, that's like speaking from a woman's point of view. Sorry, speaking from a woman's point of view. Like, most of my decisions are always like are based on like how I feel
in the
literally
moment,
just how I feel in the moment. Like, and it's like my heart, like my biggest challenge is always thinking before I act, because I'm always acting out of emotion.
I'm very happy you said that, Breanne. It's like I'm just glad that you're self-aware, like that, like a lot of girls do that, and
even before I left, like my mom said something to me, and then right away I snapped. I was like, why would you say that? I was like, I feel like wait, no, I said, I did say I forgot what I said though, like, because I snapped and I thought she was like being suspicious, and then but then after
you feel like you felt like do you realize like a trend, like do you notice like a trend here, like
yeah,
so is I feel like, or like I think that like it's never like
yeah, but then after I realized, I was like, oh shit, like I'm trying to be a better person here, like, and I'm trying to think before I act, so let me just apologize and like clarify that I did not mean to snap.
Very mature of you. Yeah. But sometimes I'm definitely guilty of making decisions using my emotions instead of logic too, because like
I hate this shirt. Fuck, I just want this shirt on.
Why would you wear it?
I don't fucking know.
Thanks. You just made me lose my train of thought. Fuck. Yeah, this is what I was thinking about. This is exactly what I was thinking about right here. Fucking snake. Oh, got it.
About snakes, we have a lizard here.
It's not a snake. Not even close. I mean, kind of close. They're both reptiles, but all right. I got it. As I was saying, I tend to make decisions sometimes based off how I feel instead of just taking my time and using logic. Because like one thing I learned from my friend Faraz is that I should always think before I make any decision. Like not any decision, but if I'm making like a important decision, you know, like it's like I have to weigh the positives and negatives of doing what I'm gonna do, of like the positives and negatives of each individual decision first before I just do it, you know. Like I do lose my cool sometimes because of how I feel in the moment instead of like what actually happened, you know. Like some kid could be like looking at me in the hallway, like, and then I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this kid's problem? And then like in reality he's just blind.
Like you never know, like you can never know what other person's thinking, so you might as well just literally disregard it completely and just worry about yourself. Just fucking ignore it. Depends. Everything depends. Literally there's
everything depends. Everything depends on the situation, honestly. What do you have like a hairball or something?
Yeah.
3 wishes you are granted. What will they be?
It would be to have $1 billion, only because I want to create the life, so I can create the life that I want easily without having to fucking work. And I would wish for the entire world to be aware. Wait, no. I take that back. Because like what we said, like aware, like you could be aware and not act on it. No, to be conscious.
But I feel like you can be conscious and still make bad decisions.
Yeah.
You only have one wish, $1 billion.
Because I just feel like I just want the life that I want. I don't. All right, fine. Oh, I wish for complete 100% health
Until you die.
until I die.
But 100% health, wouldn't that mean you won't die?
No, because I could just die like getting stabbed or whatever.
So just be healthy all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get sick. All right. That's pretty good. I was going to say immortality, but I feel like that would be a curse because I don't want to be.
No, that would be a curse.
I don't want to be alive when the Earth is engulfed by the sun in like 2 billion years, and I'm just like stuck in the middle of space, just like.
Like, why would you even want to stay on this Earth? Like.
I'm sure. Like astronauts are gonna or scientists or whatever. They're gonna find another planet that's pretty close to Earth that we can live on, and we're gonna move to that planet eventually because the Earth is bound to get swallowed by the sun in the next few billion years. Isn't it crazy to think about how everything on this planet is just gonna be gone one day? Like maybe someone in the future is gonna be watching this podcast. Like maybe, someone in the very very distant future, few 100,000 years, like watching this podcast, so, watching us talk about the end of the Earth
as it's about to fucking end.
Yeah.
Also, I found out that I found out for a fact. So I always knew that duality only exists on Earth.
What is duality?
Duality is good and bad. There's duality to everything. One cannot exist without the other.
I like that. That's good.
You can't have extreme happiness without extreme sadness. You would never know. I remember, didn't you say this to me one time? You would never know what joy is if you were never sad.
There can't be rainbows without the rain.
Yeah.
I do think about it sometimes because sometimes when I'm upset about something, I do think about how happy I'm gonna be eventually that I'm not in the same state anymore. I'm not. I don't think it's possible. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different, but I don't think it's possible for me to be happy 100% of the time. There's always gotta be issues. I do try to keep my head up most of the time, but sometimes it gets difficult for everybody. I don't think anyone has not gone through a bad time. I'm sure everybody.
Yeah, nothing. You can't expect everything to be sunshine or rainbows every fucking day. That's just not possible. You need to understand what a dark feeling is, and you need to embrace it if you want to grow from it. Because if you keep ignoring it, you're just gonna keep shoving it back of your head. It's always gonna be there, because it's always gonna keep coming up if you keep ignoring it. So you gotta let it come up, examine it, deal with it, and then move on.
Oh wait, I have two more. Wait, didn't you finish my first wish? I'm skipping over the first one. I'm going to my second.
Oh yeah, your wishes.
My wishes. What is it? God, I'm seeing stars right now for some reason. Holy shit. I'm going to turn my neck too fast. You burn yourself?
No, it's wax.
You burn yourself, you fucking idiot.
No,
oh my god. Oh my god. There's...
No,
you have wax all over your fucking
let me
hand.
go to
you
the
burn
garbage.
yourself.
Where's the garbage?
Outside.
Alright, whatever. Oh, it's right here.
Fuck, two wishes I can have.
Whoa!
Super.
Did you see how it just came out of there?
That was amazing, Breanne. Oh my god, you just appeared out of nowhere. Amazing. My two wishes. Not two wishes I want to have. I want to have a super big monkey as a pet. That's something I wish for.
Ooh, I just blew it out. How big?
Not as big as. Actually, I do want a really big monkey as a pet. The one I can just ride to school or something that can jump really high. and like, do all sorts
That
of
is
cool
pretty
stuff.
fucking cool.
It is pretty gigantic fucking monkey. That's pretty cool.
There's just like I honestly like there's just so much things to talk about. And sometimes I'm like there's so much I have so much opinions. Like I feel like some people can relate with this. Like I have so much opinions and sometimes I'm just like, why am I not sharing my opinions? Like what is holding me back from literally speaking my truth? Like what's holding me back?
Nothing. Nothing. Like absolutely nothing. Unless you're living in like dictatorship where you can't like if you live in like China or some shit, you can't talk shit about the president. You know, like you just disappear. But
You just disappear.
yeah, you just literally just disappear because you can't talk. You can't say anything there. But like, I don't understand how like, not that I don't understand. Like, Americans don't realize how grateful they, like, how lucky they are to be born where they are because like this is.
I don't think so. Like I feel like America tries to make themselves seem like they are so great, but we are the most ignorant country to live. And we are the most unhealthiest. We are the most.
I'm not talking about
the most blind. The most.
Okay, well, we don't have to worry about starvation. We're getting a bomb dropped out. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, but wouldn't you want to rather live in like some place like I don't know, fucking
that has communism? Not really.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, there's some pretty fat people that sell manga.
Or like Italy. Actually, I don't know. Just some place that.
Italians.
Okay, but it's just like America like is put out to be so amazing, but it's honestly like I feel like it's just the most like
you haven't lived in any other country, man. You don't know because.
Okay, but have you lived in?
Yes.
Lived in another country?
Yes.
Yeah, you lived in one.
China, for 8 years of my life, and I'll tell you that finding a job here is so ridiculously easy compared to in China because there's so many more people.
Easy to find a job.
There's so many more people in China that like. Do I tell you that?
I feel like America is like ruled by money. Like it's just the money country. Like that's all it is.
America is a money country, and then China is more family oriented. That's
like.
That's
But what would you rather?
What would you
rather want? Like what would you?
I would want to be successful here, as in like make a decent amount of money, and then move back to China. That's what I plan on doing. Like I plan on like not maybe retiring and then going back to China, but I definitely want to go back and live there because that's my roots. You know, like I just want to.
It's where his heart is.
Exactly, that's where my heart is. Like every time I go back there, like usually during summer, I feel like I belong there. You know, like when I first came here, I was very not used to the culture here. Like you wouldn't understand because you live here your entire life, but like once you start living in China, like it's I can't even explain to you what is different. It's just everything everybody's different. Like society is different. What everybody focuses on is different. Like everybody here is more. I mean, we live in New York, so I can't speak for every single state there is like in America, but New Yorkers are very money oriented, and in China it's more like.
Yeah, but like, and then they let it rule their life, and then they like disregard everything else, and they just think the only thing that they're chasing after is money, and then like they have them like, and then once they have money, it's like now what?
That's a very bad mindset. Do not just chase money. Money's not gonna make you happy. Like even though like. Yeah, I have a job. I don't make like a ton of money, but I realize that like having like a decent amount of money is a good thing. But like just chasing after money your entire life, it's never gonna make you happy. Like you're never gonna be happy looking at your bank account and seeing like if I saw $1 million in my bank account, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty happy. But then I don't really think that.
I want a hair tie. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I don't really think this. What the fuck is this? Your rocks?
No.
She carries cards, tarot cards.
Those are really personal.
Really personal?
Look
explain to me. What is this? What the fuck is this?
Stop! Because like honestly, like I want to get I want to get one of these tattooed on me.
Why can't you show the camera?
Fine.
Why do you have to be so secretive about it? It's not like anyone can see your identity or anything. Maybe. Oh, hey, talk to me about your spirituality.
It just helps me connect with my like self. Like I hate when like people think like, oh, like spirituality is like, oh, like meditation, hippie, like
Are you not a hippie?
peace, positivity.
Are you not a hippie?
Like really, it's
Yeah,
just like
what I said. I'm talking to a wall.
okay. Well, I have lots of respect for hippies because I feel like they're very in tune with themselves.
So you're not a hippie though.
I like what even is a hippie?
I don't know. I just know that they go to music festivals and smoke weed, and then have sex and have STDs.
All right, I'm not a hippie,
Okay.
so I'm just like okay, this is what it is. It's like trying to be like really in touch with yourself, like reflecting on like everything that happens, like everyone, like people might think like, oh, spirituality is like only focusing on the good. Like no, like you also need to focus on the negative in order to get to the good. Like you need to face, like it's just like all about facing yourself, like. And that's why like I went through like a period of like not talking to anyone. Like I literally for months like I like cut off everyone.
Said nothing. Said absolutely nothing.
Literally,
one day just disappeared off Snap. I
okay.
Called you, no answer, no text whatsoever.
But I did this so I could like literally so I could. You
did this
myself.
so shut up. That was dick. That was so dick.
It was not dick because I'm here right now.
You can't explain to everybody. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go find myself. I won't be talking to anybody in a few.
Because like honestly, everyone was being a distraction. Like I needed to be alone. Like I needed to literally just be alone with myself.
A warning would have been nice, man.
Whatever. I'm here now. That's all that matters.
Yep. All that matters. That's it. She's here right now.
But like, and like everyone thinks like, okay, and like also like, okay, what do you think about the difference between loneliness and being alone versus being lonely?
That's a very good topic actually, because I think being alone, there's a huge difference between being alone and being lonely. Like being lonely is like you have no friends, like, and like you. No, I feel like you're upset about being alone. That's what being lonely means. Like you don't want to be alone. Like, but being alone and then being happy is more like oh, like you're at peace with what you do with yourself. You know, like you're very happy that you're by yourself and doing whatever you want to do. And like honestly, like I don't like being alone because I'm pretty like social creature. I don't like to just like be at home by myself all the time. Like yeah, sure, I'll find things to do, but then eventually I'm gonna get bored and be like, all right, where the fuck are my friends? Like let's go do some fun stuff. Like
personally, like I can see where you're coming from. Like people who are social might have like a harder time like being alone, but I personally love being alone. Like I can't get enough of it. Like I can't get enough of being alone. like because people are honestly draining sometimes. Like I will be with a person and literally get what all right, because like I'll literally be with a person and get like so drained, like just on their fucking essence.
Wait. That is wow. I can't find a better word to like describe it, because I'm with my friends sometimes, and then out of nowhere I'm just like, I want to fucking go home. Like I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I sit there on my phone. That's it. Like it just happens out of nowhere. Like I can be having a blast with all my friends, doing so much like funny shit, like fun things together, and then like we sit down, and I'm just like I'm drained. I don't want to talk to anybody right now. I just want to go home. I don't know why that is, but that happens to me so much that like I try to keep talking when I'm with my friends.
Keep talking.
Okay. Shut up.
Keep talking.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to fucking talk. Okay. No.
Sensitive. It's okay. We're all sensitive. I'm sensitive.
She's so sensitive. Ridiculous. You used to be so sensitive. Holy shit. Everything I would say to you, you would take it like offensively. You'd be like, "What the fuck does that mean? You just did it to me the other day." I'm like, "Oh, you look like you're from the '70s." You're like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Oh wait, never mind. I'm not like that anymore.
Okay, no, it's because I like cut my hair and then I started thinking, "Oh my god."
Doesn't she look like she's from the '70s? I mean, you do. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I think it's a good look. It's just like, I'm just saying you just look like. I'm making a comment, you know, like there isn't anything like behind that. It's not like, oh, you look like a fucking hippie.
Honestly, it's because I was going through something. Like I was going through my own problems.
She was going through emotions?
I was going through my own emotions, and I took it personally because my head was all fogged. Like, I was really upset.
Brianne, it's fucking hot wax. Don't put. Oh my god.
Sorry.
That's lead in your mouth. Oh my god. What? Have you never been around like wax and a pencil before? Like, Jesus.
Actually, I haven't.
Fair. Okay, continue. No, stop. Give me the
what
pencil.
Was I talking
Give me
about?
the pencil. Stop dipping it in
what
wax.
was I talking about?
I don't know. You were saying that you were going through the motions.
Like, and then since I was going through those emotions, I took it personally. When I really should have
okay.
like.
I understand. If you're like already upset and then you think someone's, I understand that. I understand why you were like antagonizing me for saying that you're from the 70s.
Yeah, but now I'm better because I dealt with myself.
I think that's the best way to deal with things. Deal with it by yourself because not everyone's gonna be there for you all the time. Like before I always try to reach out for help, and then like my friends will help me, my mom would help me, and then now I'm trying to like deal with things by myself. If I can't, I know I have people to go to that talk about stuff.
Like, cause like honestly, I feel like if I were to get help from someone else, and then I would feel like I'm not being authentic because I'm listening to them. I'm not listening to myself, and then I'll feel like I'm at conflict with myself because I'm not listening to myself. You're like controlling the lights.
Controlling the lights, yeah. They call me with light switch. Stop. Put down the fucking candle, Brianne. This is so dangerous.
We're literally heating up right now. I like it.
What's heating up?
Like the area.
Okay, thank you for coming on, Brianne. Is there anything you would like to say to the viewers before we go?
I love everyone. Bye.